Hola, and welcome to the Sacred Brand Mastery Podcast, a place for women who want to align their passion and purpose with profitability. I'm your host, Vicky Ayala, a quirky brand strategist and visual storyteller who helps you navigate the entrepreneurial journey with a dose of creativity and a sprinkle of magic. If you're like me, then you have multiple passions, and you don't want to pick just one. So don't. Who you are is your competitive edge. So let's work on getting you the clarity, confidence, and courage that helps you to manage your workflow, organize your creative genius, and monetize your expertise so you can do what you love from anywhere with passion and for profit. Hola, you are listening to episode 7 of the Sacred Brand Mastery Podcast. I'm your host, Vicky, and this is the Sacred Brand reading for the week of November 11th. So this week we have the full moon in Taurus, and I couldn't help but think about all the stereotypes for this sign. You see, Taurus energy gets the bad reputation for being stubborn. So let's talk about that. This full moon in Taurus energy is a great opportunity to look at where you're being rigid and inflexible with your brand and business. I'll go as far as to say that you're probably way too invested in the outcome of your work, that you don't just have tunnel vision, you're downright bullish about your hustle, especially when it comes to money. When it comes to money, wealth, and material possessions, what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? Do you tie financial worth with your sense of self-worth? Do you value things more so than people? Where are your loyalties? We all have things that we believe to be true. So how committed are you to those beliefs? Use this week to push your own buttons and challenge yourself in areas that you are stubborn about. The luxuries you have are simply that, luxuries. What can you do without? Would your hustle benefit from giving away things? This is the perfect time to review your online presence and eliminate what is not needed. Clean your digital house. Get rid of plugins, pages, and any files that are weighing your site down. Yes, these things do affect your load time, and we're also getting closer to a new calendar year. It's all about the new year, new me, new website, right? Look at your social profiles. Are there posts that you don't really need anymore? If so, delete them. Are there articles on your website that don't really vibe with your brand anymore? Repurpose them. When I think of Taurus, I don't see stubborn. I see a fear of being wrong. I also see a desire to get it right. Our conversations on this podcast are always a judgment-free zone. Instead of focusing on what's being projected, spend time understanding why. Don't approach this full moon energy or any full moon with a judgmental eye on yourself. Be kind and understanding. It's never a good idea to hold on to something for the sake of holding on. Don't be afraid to get it wrong. Be open and trust that the universe has your back. Leverage this week's energy to take charge of your evolution by surrendering the thoughts and possessions that are weighing down your brand and business. Look through your content and file everything under one of 3 things: keep, delete, or repurpose. This brings us to the card of the week, and it's perfect: authenticity. The authenticity card says align your words with your desires, so that your authentic self comes across. You'll hear me say this a lot, but we often teach what we most need to learn. And authenticity has been my recurring theme for over the last 12 months, as I'm sure it's also been for many of you listening. Authenticity is about shedding any sense of conformity and releasing expectations that others have about who they think we are supposed to be. So use this week to let go of the things that are weighing you down, literally and figuratively speaking, so that you can align with how you are destined to show up in the world. Authentically, of course. This idea of embracing your authentic self seems to be getting a lot of airtime lately, since who doesn't want to live their authentic truth, right? But it's not as easy as it seems. Otherwise, everyone would be doing it. And as you and I both know, everyone is not. Use this week to be that renegade who marches to the beat of their own drum. Be unapologetic about who you are and what you want. The entrepreneurial journey is full of ebbs and flows. Some weeks it's pure hustle mode, while others it's more like, meditate and chill. This is one of those weeks where you'll want to do a little bit of both. Meditate and chill on your hustle so that you've got the energy, the desire, the motivation, and the drive to go the distance without having to sacrifice your authenticity. Have an awesome week, and I will see you in your inbox or on the interwebs next week.